Hi, and welcome to the Balancing Act Atlanta edition. I'm Montel Williams. We're bringing you community stories and introducing you to businesses and people who are making a difference. So let's see who's making a difference right here in your neighborhood.
On this episode of The Balancing Act, expert advice on personal injury law, early childhood continuing education, beautiful wedding gowns, and so much more. Plus lots more, today on The Balancing Act.
Stressful situations can be made worse if the legal advice isn't up to par. That's why it's crucial to find the best.
When you walked out of your house this morning, you didn't expect to get into a car accident. No one expects to. When the unfortunate does happen, it's crucial to have a personal injury attorney who can provide you with the necessary guidance and support.
For most people, the very first time they're in a car crash, they may not know what to expect. One of the most important things is to make sure that you're okay. Forget about the insurance, forget about everything else, just make sure you physically are okay first and foremost. Even if you don't feel immediate injuries, which is most of the time for most people, they have a lot of adrenaline pumping, they've just been in a traumatic event. It is important that you go and seek some sort of medical treatment to at a minimum document it. If it doesn't exist on paper, the claims process that's going to come later on down the road, they're not going to believe that you're actually hurt if you didn't document that injury from the beginning. After that, that's when you need to start thinking about who's going to handle the medical bills. Where does my continuing medical treatment go? How does the claims process work with an insurance company? Remember, the insurance company is adverse to you. They do not want to pay you lots of money for your medical expenses. Many times they will try to limit the amount that they actually have to pay, or they'll mislead you and say, for claims like this is the only amount we're allowed to pay. The only amount that you're allowed to collect is what the jury ultimately determines at the end of the day.
Geiger Legal Group offers invaluable assistance to individuals facing life-altering situations.
Maybe people are in a crash and they think, I don't need an attorney. A lot of times we'll represent individuals that think they may be able to handle it on their own until they start getting a hospital bill, doctor's physician bill, an ER physician bill, a radiologist bill, or maybe they get a bill from a collection agency. They're like, wait. We thought that the other person's car insurance was going to be taking care of these bills. Why are they sending them to me? Unfortunately, the process works that the person who goes to the hospital is going to be sent the bill. And until you figure out the mess that is our current system on medical billing, the person who goes to the hospital is going to be sent that medical bill and is responsible for that payment. When you hire an attorney, they can make sure that all the medical bills are taken care of and routed appropriately so you're not left on the hook for those medical charges. I believe it's important to retain a personal injury attorney if you've been in a pretty bad accident. One, you're going to do better in the end by hiring an attorney who knows the ropes, who knows how to navigate the complicated process and deal with insurance companies and present your case to a jury if it ultimately goes to trial. Two, you get the ability to relieve yourself of the burden of having to deal with claims, present documents, pleadings of a court filing. You can just turn that over to your attorney and focus on the thing that you need to be focusing on, which is getting healthy. Get to the doctor, get yourself back at work, get yourself back to being the person you were, instead of worrying about all the minutia that comes with dealing with a car accident, insurance claim, or a lawsuit.
Geiger Legal Group allows for the advantage of individualized attention, while also having the capacity to successfully and effectively complete tasks.
So at my firm, we limit the number of cases we take so that we can focus on the cases and make sure that they receive the attention and dedication that they need in this entire process. We do not subscribe to the model where we're going to take every single case that comes in the door and put one attorney on 600 different cases. If you're interviewing with a firm, you're going to want to ask that firm several different questions. Do they have trial experience? Can they take your case all the way to trial if necessary? How many attorneys do you have representing each individual plaintiff? If it's 600 to 1, don't go with that firm. Does the firm primarily focus on personal injury claims? If they're doing general practice and maybe they handle a few personal injury claims, they'll do your divorce, they'll write your will, they're probably not the firm you want representing you in a personal injury claim. We want to make sure that the client at the end of the day gets the majority of the settlement, not the attorneys, not the doctors. When I started this practice in 2017, I set out with a goal to always treat our clients like they're a part of our family. So if anybody calls in, they'll be able to say, hey, this is Mike. Well, hey, Mike, how's your brother doing? How's everything going in your life? Let me tell you about what's going on with your case. If we treat individuals like they are family members, get to know them on a personal level, when it comes time to present their case to a jury, if we have to get there, we'll be able to present it in the best possible light.
Make your insurance work for you, not the other way around.
There are a number of misconceptions about personal injury claims. One of the biggest is the thought that people have to sue the other person and you're going after the other person's assets. 99.9% of the time, you're making a claim against the insurance company. When we bring a lawsuit, the insurance company for the at-fault person is covering the person that was at fault. You're going after that insurance money, and it's okay to do that because our system is set up to do that. So don't feel bad if you have to make a claim to go after and get the insurance money that covered the person that caused you the injury that you had. If you have uninsured motorist coverage and medical payment coverage on your car insurance, you should use those. Many people think, I don't want to involve my own car insurance because it's going to cause my premiums to raise. It is against Georgia law for an insurance company to raise rates when you're not at fault in an accident. So if you have uninsured motorist coverage, you should always, always, always use that coverage because it's a benefit to you. So for example, say you get hit by another person and they don't have insurance. If you have uninsured motorist coverage, you know you're protected by whatever the coverage is that you purchased. So always make sure you get uninsured motorist coverage to protect yourself because you can never guarantee who's going to hit you in the event a car crash does happen to you or your family.
You deserve to be treated with compassion and compensated fairly.
When people think of personal injury claims, they typically think of car crashes. Personal injury covers a vast array of other types of claims. Those could be premises liability claims, a slip and fall or a negligent security claim, a dog bite, or a medical negligence claim. Any of those where you feel like you've been harmed by the other's negligence involves a personal injury and gives you a right under Georgia law to recover for damages that you sustained. Our office gives free consultations for multiple different situations and at least allow them to evaluate the claim and let them tell you yes or no you may have a claim that you can pursue. If you do find yourself in a car crash and you're debating whether or not you should hire an attorney, do not immediately accept the first offer that the insurance company calls you with. Call an attorney, an ethical attorney, and let them say, hey, I think this is a good offer, or no, I think you can do a little bit better. Everywhere you look, there's another attorney advertisement. Either it's good or gimmicky or whatever. Just do your research. Make sure that the attorneys that you hire handle predominantly personal injury and have tried cases before. If you hire an attorney that is just I'll refer to them as a settlement attorney, that's not interested in trying the case, that's not interested in pursuing the case into litigation, they're just going to work the case up through medical bills, send a demand, and tell you that's all your case is worth, you're not getting the best possible outcome. Find an attorney that's willing and able to present that case all the way to the end at trial. Don't hire an attorney that holds up big checks. You're not winning the lottery, getting into a crash, holding up a big check saying, look at my settlement. If you've been really badly injured, you need that money to help you pay for your medical bills, to help you get back on your feet, to pay for a rotator cuff injury that's now required surgery to fix and will never be the same. Yes, there's money at the end of the table, but that money is there for a reason. That's to make you whole. I love what I do. I am so passionate about this area because I can see how people can come in, be put in a really rough situation. They've had broken bones, they've got multiple different medical bills coming their way, and all of a sudden they are just being bombarded by an insurance company saying this is all you're gonna get, this is the process you have to go through, and they don't know where to begin, they don't know what to do. It is such a rewarding experience for me personally to be able to help them navigate that tough situation and have them achieve a really awesome outcome to put them back on their feet and help change their lives for the better.
To learn more about Geiger Legal Group, visit the website at geiger-legal.com or see this segment again on thebalancingact.com.
Every child deserves the best education possible. Take a look at this.
A child's early years are the foundation for their future growth and development. The importance of having good childcare cannot be understated. However, there's a nationwide shortage of teachers and other professionals who work in early care and education centers.
At CCEI in Straight Line, we understand the shortage of teachers in the early childcare space. And the way that we are working to impact that is providing quality professional development training and credential, as well as a career path towards getting an ECE degree. We have courses that will help teachers as well as administrators perform with a spirit of excellence, that are written by early child care professionals that have done the research and they understand exactly what the needs are in today's early child care space. Our goal is to make sure that we're not just providing training for teachers, but quality training that's going to help them perform at a level that will be above and beyond the expectations.
ChildCare Education Institute, also known as CCEI, along with its parent company, Straighter Line, features online professional development, certification programs, and college-level courses that are designed around the diverse needs of early childhood education professionals.
There are several reasons why you would want to take your coursework with CCEI and Straighter Line to get the professional development training that you need to meet your state-required training hours. You're also able to get your child development associates with us. You also have the ability to get your general ed courses towards your degree in early childhood education at a fraction of the cost that it would take if you went to a four-year university or school.
Throughout the duration of each program, CCEI and Straighter Line provides access to student support services who deliver assistance, encouragement, and feedback.
We have education coaches that are available to support all of our CDA students. You will have a dedicated resource to help you from beginning until the end. You're not going to go through the training alone. Our training was designed to be engaging. What we offer are drag and drop features. Our courses have videos embedded in it. There are handouts that are designed to help you through your coursework. There are reflection questions. There are graphics that are designed that correspond with the material that you're learning. And then there's an assessment at the very end. In order to successfully complete our programs, you have to pass that confirmation of learning, and that's designed to ensure mastery of the material.
Many people have difficulty finding the time to obtain the education required in order to advance their career. ChildCare Education Institute and Straighter Line meet ECE professionals where they are and on their schedules.
The bulk of our teachers' trainings really come right now from CCEI because they have the ability to take the courses on their own time if they would like to. Being able to have that flexibility to do your trainings when you want them on your own calendar, whether it's at school or at home, has really just been, I think, a game changer for our teachers. Most of our teachers have been with us for several years now, at least. For us, being able to offer benefits that keep our teachers here, and the fact that they love what they're doing and they feel supported, being able to offer professional development through CCEI, I think definitely has played a role in that.
We utilize CCEI as our main training. It's very aligned with the philosophy of our school. It has an enormous range of classes so that it really can fit for each level that each of the teachers here work with. Generally, we'll have some recommended courses from our school center. And then from there, we have choices to be able to explore into other areas and expand our personal knowledge. And then that helps us make sure that we have all of our training hours, our certification hours, and I think it's a really great resource for any educator.
It takes a village to move a career. You can't do it alone. CCEI and Straighter Line are proud to be part of your village.
With ChildCare Education Institute, we have several articulation partners that have already decided that once a person successfully completes their CDA coursework with CCEI, they can articulate to that college and start an ECE degree with college credit. That's one of the things that separates us and makes us stand out from the rest. With Straighter Line, we have over 3,000 college and university partners that have guaranteed to accept Straighter Line coursework. So the possibilities are endless in terms of where your career path can grow.
If you're ready to advance your career, visit the website at cceionline.com or see the segment again on thebalancingact.com.
Are you ready for something new? Take a look at this.
Finding the perfect dress is every bride's dream. Today, we're visiting Bel Fiore in Atlanta, Georgia, a sought-after shop for wedding gowns and so much more. So, who's ready to walk down the aisle with us?
We help Atlanta brides find their perfect wedding gown, and we try to make their entire party feel amazing and special by helping out with the moms, the bridesmaids, the groomsmen, and all of the flower girls and all of the members of the party as well. But it's definitely all about the bride.
In addition to wedding gowns, they also have bridal accessories and can help dress your entire wedding party.
We love not only helping the bride find her perfect gown, but we love to help her complete her vision by finding the perfect dresses for her bridesmaids, the outfits for her groomsmen, and helping her fiance look their best as well. So from flower girls to mothers, we can dress them all. When shopping for your perfect gown, there's a lot to consider. From silhouette to fabric, from neckline to length, you can really start to customize a gown to find something that is as unique as you are. So we carry some of the top designers. We have the Essence of Australia line. We have Justin Alexander, Lillian West, Martin Thornburg, Sophia Tolley. I could list a few more, but we definitely have a lot of options and variety. Today's brides are not all size 2s, so we make sure that we carry inclusive sizes for all brides. We want you to be able to come in and try something on, because when that zipper zips and it fits you, it's a magical moment. Our seamstresses are very talented. Not only can they work on our designer gowns, but they will happily take on a challenge if you want to repurpose your mom's gown to become your own, or if you found a gown somewhere else and just want to customize it. We're here to help any way we can.
Their goal is to make every bride feel comfortable, confident, respected, and beautiful.
It's not about making the sale to us. It is about making sure that the bride feels beautiful and confident on her wedding day. And in the end, our job is done when that gown has made it down the aisle and back, and they are married and happily ever after.
When you're ready to start shopping, keep budget and timelines in mind.
What many brides don't anticipate is how much or how long it takes to get a gown. Our prices range between $1,000 and $3,000, and our timelines can be anywhere from 3 to 9 months. So plan early and plan ahead. Not every bride has a $1,000 budget. Sometimes we can get creative by selling samples off the rack, or ordering a bridesmaid's dress and then jazzing it up to become your perfect gown. It is also critical that you consider alterations when you plan your budget. Most brides are shocked to find out that they can range from $500 to $1,000 on average. Many brides in preparation for their big day try to slim down, or some brides want to put on a few pounds. The only caution is that once you start alterations, you want to stay your weight from that point on.
And what's trending in bridal fashions?
What's trending in bridal fashion right now is different color tones underneath dresses. So you have your traditional ivory, and people used to wear white, but now it photographs a little bit differently than ivory does, where it has a bluer tone. There's also the Moscato and Champagne color, which is a bit darker, so it can make all the detail on top of the dress pop. And there's also a blush that complements different people's skin tones. White is not as popular in bridal anymore because it does photograph differently, and I think people, once they get their photos back from their wedding, have come to realize that it doesn't photograph as well as the ivory does. Another reason why a lot of dresses are not usually bought in the color white is because it does appear your teeth to be a little bit more yellow. My final thoughts for inspiration, just a tip for the brides who come through, is to make sure you bring people who will support you and make you feel beautiful in anything you try on. And at the end of the day, it's what you want and what you envision yourself wearing on your day, and it's just between you and your fiance.
Small boutique stores have just as much variety and wonderful price points as your big box stores, so don't forget to check out your local small stores and support those small businesses.
For more information about Bel Fiore's bridal curated collection, visit belfiorebridal.com or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
We all know how important staying healthy is. Check out our next story.
Youth sports have been around for generations, but there's an Atlanta-based organization that's providing new opportunities for kids and the local park services. Let's meet the Training Legends.
The work of Training Legends is as much about baseball as it is about the community and about giving little kids a chance to play one of the most important sports that there is. And what I mean by that, baseball is a very tough sport. The very best strike out 7 out of 10 times. Those folks in the Hall of Fame are having a batting average of 300. And so to have a young child learn to set a goal, to work towards the goal, and then to get a base hit is thrilling. And we at Training Legends work very hard to provide a quality baseball tournament experience while also allowing coaches and families to celebrate the achievement of seeing their kids hit a home run, get on base, pick somebody off, pitch a perfect game, whatever it might be.
At Training Legends, playing baseball isn't just about getting college scholarships or being recruited by Major League Baseball. It's about finding yourself and becoming your own legend.
I love the opportunity for kids to play on a team in baseball because in order to help the team win, they have personal and individual accountability. So whether it's hitting, fielding, pitching, it's an individual part of a team game, and it really helps these kids understand their roles on how to be a successful teammate.
So baseball is a family sport, and every person in the family works so hard to support the one child who's out there on the plate, and they're crossing their fingers, and there's a whole lot of praying on the diamond going on that maybe they might get a base hit, and they might be able to help their team, be a great teammate. If you strike out, how do you pick your team up? If you get a base hit, that celebration of rounding and landing on the bag and standing up and cheering and knowing I just drove in a run, those are amazing, amazing responses that you see every day at a tournament.
In baseball, there's so many things that can go well, there's so many things that can go wrong, so you're very rarely ever going to have a perfect game or a perfect tournament. And baseball gives these kids an opportunity to go out, try their best, really focus on doing what they can do to help their team win, and knowing that it's probably not going to go perfectly, and that's okay, as long as you're trying your best to help your team win.
Some of the skill sets that's important for these kids to learn is coordination, athleticism, right? Hand-eye coordination, but it's more than that. It's also about learning leadership skills, being responsible, right? Understanding how to play in a team environment and getting along with others. So there's a social structure there as well that's super important for the kids.
So life is full of ups and downs, and more times than not we have setbacks in life. And if you don't learn to persevere, to work really hard, and accept that while you may not have reached your goal the first time, you've learned a lot. A lot of experience comes from the act of participating. And as you do it more, as you practice more, as you persevere, eventually, you will become more perfected in your craft, more perfected in your skills, and you will get where you want to go.
The young athletes aren't the only ones benefiting. Training Legends has a strong sustainability initiative and partnership with the local Parks Department.
The Training Legends Foundation offers a fantastic value for recreational parks. Recreational parks can hold tournaments at their parks, and because of the foundation, the way it's structured, a lot of the revenue that's generated out of those foundational tournaments comes back to the recreational parks. Those funds are used to help maintain field, equipment, enhance our programs, and provide better value for the community.
One of the most rewarding things about Training Legends and the Training Legends Foundation has been our ability to give back nearly $500,000 to the area rec parks. And this has been through renting fields, direct donations, concessions, partnerships with them that allows us to give back and allow more kids to play rec baseball at an affordable cost.
We're really excited about the development with Training Legends, and those kind of partnerships and that ability to work together and this kind of public-private partnership is truly a fantastic thing with Training Legends.
Rec parks are very important places in the community. It's one of the only places where families can go together, and it doesn't matter where your kids are zoned to go to school. So it really becomes an intricately woven fabric that allows people to come together and celebrate one of the greatest sports there is to play.
There's never been a great player who didn't strike out at least once, and playing baseball with Training Legends gives these kids the opportunity to get back up there and keep striving.
For more information, visit traininglegends.com or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
Thanks so much for joining us on this local edition of The Balancing Act. We'll see you next time.